Building work has been completed on the tallest skyscraper in the City of London. The Leadenhall building is better known as the Cheesegrater. So, is it a welcome addition to the skyline? Let's join Tara Welsh, who's 47 floors up, and a rather good view on a day like this, Tara.
Well, as you can see, a new wedge shape in our skyline, like a cheese grater. Of course, that's where it gets its nickname from, because it had to be designed like this so it didn't obstruct protected views of St Paul's Cathedral. And now, from the top of the building, as you can see, it's pretty windy and hazy, but you can just about see across London. You've got the Olympic Park, the Heron Tower behind me, and of course the Gherkin, which is next to me. And it feels like you can almost tap it on the head because we're much higher. Now, the developers will tell you this is the tallest building in the City of London. Of course, not the entire capital, because the Shard's just across the river and that's much taller. But no one's actually in this building yet, so we've taken the opportunity to have a look around. One of the newest additions to London's skyline, but it's the top and bottom of this building that's a bit different.
Rather unusually for a skyscraper, the whole of the bottom, the ground floor, is entirely open to the public. So this will be a public park.
As you move up the building, the views only get better, but blink and you'll miss them.
They're the fastest scenic lifts in London, if not in Europe. They travel about 15 miles an hour and they can cover 45 floors in just 30 seconds.
So inside it's all shiny and new, but it's the outside of the building that's more unusual. A cheese grater shape designed to protect views of a more traditional landmark.
The distinctive wedge shape of the building was developed so as the building is smaller at the top, allowing it to be right outside of the silhouette of the Dome of St Paul's when viewed from the West End of London.
85% of the structure was built off-site and then put together like a giant Meccano set. And now yet another skyscraper with a funny name is open for business. Is there a real need? Because the Shard has still got lots of empty space.
There is. When we decided to build the building, we did quite a lot of research and we identified there was real demand for this type of accommodation in this location in the city. And that's really been borne out by the fact that here we are, just having completed the construction phase of the project, that the building is already over half let.
That's despite it having some of the highest rents in the city, so businesses are still willing to pay a premium to peer out over the capital. So the architects like it, the developers like it, but more importantly, what do Londoners think about this new building?
Just another building up here, really. Another new big building.
It's good, but I hope the old historic buildings don't get tampered and it loses its old buildings.
Don't particularly like it.
Why not?
Too tall. Doesn't actually look like a cheese grater, really.
I think it's going to attract a lot of people to come and work in London.
I think all the old concrete ones from the 60s were so hideous that, you know, the newer buildings are better, but I really don't like the walkie-talkie at all. I think it's absolutely hideous.
But you like the cheese grater?
Yeah, I think it's better than probably what was there before.
Well, people will start moving in here over the next few months, but if you look out across London's skyline, you can see lots of cranes, lots of building work going on, so it might not be long before we have another competitor for the name of the quirkiest skyscraper in our ever-changing skyline.
Probably. Tara, thanks very much. Council documents